Precision strike. June 23, 2022, 11:47 p.m. Novokakhovka, Russian-occupied Ukraine. Massive ammunition depot, 10,000 plus tons of artillery shells, grad rockets, tank rounds, supplies for entire Russian southern front. Guards patrol perimeter, radar scans skies, air defense on alert. Everything seems secure. 11:53 p.m. 6 rockets incoming, Mach 2.5, 70 kilometers away. Flight time, 90 seconds. Russian air defense doesn't detect them. Too fast, too low, too accurate. 11:54:30 p.m. Impact. 6 precision strikes, 6 different buildings, ammunition storage facilities. Explosions, secondary detonations, chain reaction begins. By midnight, entire depot engulfed in flames. Explosions continue for 18 hours. Mushroom clouds visible from 40 kilometers away. Russia lost 30% of its southern ammunition stockpile in 6 minutes. Welcome to Storm Navy, where military news becomes coverage. This is the story of HIMARS, High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, American precision weapon that changed Ukraine war overnight. 16 launchers, 6 rockets each, range 80 kilometers with standard ammunition. Accuracy, less than 2 meters. Tonight, we're breaking down how HIMARS revolutionized modern artillery warfare, how Ukraine used 16 systems to neutralize Russia's numerical advantage, how precision defeated quantity. Every major strike, every strategic target, every commander's headquarters destroyed. This is the weapon Russia fears most, the weapon that forced Russian generals to retreat 90 kilometers from front lines. Let's see why. Chapter 1. Arrival. May 2022. Ukrainian military officials plead for long-range precision weapons. Problem: Russian artillery outranges Ukrainian systems. Russian guns shoot 30 kilometers. Ukrainian guns, 15 kilometers. Russia sits beyond Ukrainian range, pounds Ukrainian positions with impunity. Ukraine can't shoot back. Solution needed: long-range precision strike capability. U.S. debates providing HIMARS. Concerns about escalation. Fear Russia will respond if Ukraine hits Russian territory. Compromise reached. Provide HIMARS with GMLRS rockets. Range, 80 kilometers. Condition: don't strike Russian territory. Only occupied Ukraine and Russian forces therein. June 1, 2022. First 4 HIMARS systems arrive in Ukraine. Crew training completed in Germany. 3 weeks compressed course. Ukrainian artillery crews learn American system. Differences from Soviet artillery. Digital fire control versus manual calculations. GPS-guided rockets versus unguided shells. Shoot and scoot capability versus static positions. Precision targeting versus area bombardment. Ukrainian crews adapt quickly. Artillery principles same. Technology different. Better. June 15, 2022. First HIMARS systems deployed to front line. Classified locations. High-value assets protected carefully. Mission assignment: high-value targets only. Ammunition limited. Each rocket counts. No wasting shots on random positions. Target priority list. 1. Command posts. 2. Ammunition depots. 3. Communication centers. 4. Air defense systems. 5. Artillery concentrations. 6. Logistics hubs. Strategic targets. Things that hurt Russian war effort disproportionately. June 23rd. First combat use. Target selected. Novokakhovka Ammunition Depot. Intelligence confirms massive stockpile. HIMARS crew receives coordinates. Launcher positions. Fire control calculates trajectory. 11:53 p.m. 6 rockets launch. 30 seconds between shots. Launcher moves immediately. Shoot and scoot. By time rockets impact, HIMARS already 5 kilometers away. Russian counter-battery fire hits empty field. This is revolution. Soviet doctrine. Massive firepower from static positions. Accept casualties. HIMARS doctrine. Precision strikes from mobile platforms. Zero casualties. Different philosophy. Different results. Chapter 2. The Depot Campaign. June-July 2022. HIMARS systematically destroys Russian logistics. June 23rd. Novokakhovka. 10,000 plus tons ammunition destroyed. June 28th. Chornobaivka. 7th time this location hit. Command post destroyed. July 9th. Snihurivka. Ammunition depot destroyed. July 11th. Novokakhovka again. Secondary depot destroyed. July 12th. Ilovaisk. Ammunition storage destroyed. July 20th. Shakhtarsk. Major logistics hub destroyed. Pattern emerges. Hit ammunition depots every 3 to 4 days. Russian logistics can't cope. Russian response. Move depots farther back, beyond 80-kilometer range. Should be safe. But creates new problem. Longer supply lines. More trucks needed. More time to resupply front line. Artillery effectiveness drops. Shells take longer to reach guns. Fire support becomes sporadic instead of continuous. HIMARS achieving strategic effect, not just destroying ammunition, disrupting entire logistics system. July 2022. Russia tries to adapt, disperses ammunition. Instead of few large depots, many small caches. Ukrainian intelligence adapts, finds dispersed caches. HIMARS strikes them individually. Russia discovers dispersed storage is vulnerable too. HIMARS precision means even small caches worth targeting. No winning move for Russian logistics. Centralized storage, HIMARS destroys it. Dispersed storage, HIMARS hunts them down. Artillery ammunition shortage begins. Russian guns reduce fire rate from 60,000 shells per day to 40,000 to 20,000 by August. Ukrainian forces notice immediately. Russian artillery less intense, fewer shells incoming, breathing room. All because 16 HIMARS launchers systematically demolished Russian ammunition infrastructure. Chapter 3. Antonovsky Bridge. July 2022. Kherson region. Russia controls right bank of Dnipro River, critical for entire southern front. Connection to right bank, 3 bridges. Antonovsky Bridge, main road, railroad bridge, and Novokakhovka Dam, combined road dam. Russia moves thousands of tons of supplies daily across these bridges. Ammunition, food, fuel, reinforcements. Ukraine identifies vulnerability. Destroy bridges, isolate Russian forces on right bank. Problem: bridges are hardened structures. Artillery can't destroy them. Need precision strikes on specific structural points. Solution: HIMARS. July 19th. First strike on Antonovsky Bridge. 6 HIMARS rockets. Target: road surface and support structures. Direct hits. Bridge damaged but not destroyed. Still usable for light vehicles. July 20th. Second strike. 6 more rockets. Same target points. More damage. Bridge now dangerous. Russia limits crossings to military vehicles only. July 27th. Third strike. Bridge spans collapse. Main road crossing severed. Russia switches to railroad bridge and dam crossing. Capacity reduced 60%. August 3rd. Railroad bridge struck. Damaged severely. Unusable for heavy trains. August 11th. Dam crossing targeted. Road surface destroyed. By mid-August, all 3 crossings damaged or destroyed. Russia trapped on right bank with degraded supply lines. 30,000 Russian troops, limited ammunition, dwindling supplies, no easy resupply route. Strategic situation transformed. Russian forces isolated. Ukrainian counteroffensive becomes possible. September-November 2022. Ukraine liberates right bank. Russia forced to retreat across river. Loses Kherson city. All because HIMARS systematically destroyed river crossings, cut Russian logistics, created conditions for Ukrainian victory. This is power of precision strikes, not destroying enemy forces directly, destroying enemy's ability to sustain forces. Chapter 4. The Headquarters Hunt. August 2022. HIMARS mission expands. New target category, Russian command posts. Problem. Russian commanders operate from large headquarters, coordinate operations, communicate with units, plan attacks. Traditional approach. Can't target headquarters easily. They're hardened, protected, require massive bombardment. HIMARS approach. Precision strike. 6 rockets, enough to destroy any building. Challenge. Finding headquarters. Russian commanders hide, move frequently, practice operational security. Solution. Ukrainian intelligence network. Combination of SIGINT, signal intelligence, intercepted communications. HUMANT, human intelligence, agents on ground. Satellite imagery. Drone reconnaissance. OSINT, open source intelligence, social media analysis. When all sources confirm headquarters location, HIMARS strikes. August 12, 2022. Russian 20th Combined Arms Army Headquarters, Luhansk region. Intelligence confirms location, building complex, multiple staff officers present. HIMARS strike, 3:47 a.m. 6 rockets, building destroyed. Estimated 50+ officers killed or wounded, including command staff. 20th Army operations disrupted for 2 weeks. No effective command and control. This becomes pattern. August 18th, 8th Combined Arms Army HQ struck. Izium sector. August 24th, 49th Combined Arms Army HQ damaged. Kharkiv direction. September 2nd, Russian Air Force command post. Milarovo airfield inside Russia. Wait, Russia? Violation of agreement? Ukraine never officially confirms striking Russian territory with HIMARS. But explosions happen. Precision explosions. At known Russian military facilities. US quietly looks the other way, as long as Ukraine doesn't advertise it. September 2022. Russia realizes pattern. Their headquarters aren't safe anywhere. Russian commanders respond, move command posts 90 kilometers behind front lines, beyond HIMARS range. Creates new problem. Can't effectively command from that far back. Lose tactical awareness. Decisions delayed. Coordination suffers. Ukrainian ground commanders notice. Russian response is slower, less coordinated, more chaotic. HIMARS forcing Russian command dysfunction, not through destroying all headquarters, through forcing them so far back they become ineffective. Precision weapons creating strategic paralysis. Chapter 5. The Black Sea Fleet. September 13th, 2022, 11:34 p.m. Sevastopol, Black Sea Fleet Headquarters. Building houses Fleet Command Staff, Admiral's Office, Communication Center, Planning Rooms. Intelligence confirms, major meeting scheduled, senior officers present, high-value target. HIMARS launcher's position, Crimea is officially Ukraine, but Russia occupied since 2014. Targeting Crimea with HIMARS, controversial, US worried about escalation. Ukraine decides, worth the risk. 11:47 p.m. 6 HIMARS rockets launch, from positions in Mykolaiv region. Flight time, 4 minutes. Range, 73 kilometers. Russian air defense in Sevastopol on full alert, but HIMARS rockets are difficult targets. Small, fast, ballistic trajectory. S-400 systems track but can't intercept. Too many targets. Too fast reaction needed. 11:51 p.m. Impact. Black Sea Fleet headquarters struck. Building damaged. Fire breaks out. Casualties: 40+ naval officers, including Fleet Chief of Staff, multiple captains, senior staff. Fleet operations disrupted. Command structure shattered. This is escalation. Direct strike on Russian naval headquarters. In Crimea, Russia's red line. Russia threatens retaliation. Nuclear warnings. Same threats as always. Nothing happens because Russia knows they can't stop HIMARS, and striking back brings more HIMARS strikes. Deterrence works both ways. October-November 2022, more strikes on Crimea. Saki Airfield, fighter jets destroyed on ground. Jankoy, ammunition depot obliterated. Sevastopol Naval Base, ships damaged in port. Each time Russia threatens escalation, each time nothing happens. HIMARS proves Ukraine can strike deep into occupied territories. Russia can't prevent it, can't retaliate effectively. Strategic balance shifts. Russia's safe rear no longer safe. Chapter 6: The Range Debate. December 2022, Ukraine requests longer-range HIMARS ammunition. Standard GMLRS, 80-kilometer range, effective, but Russian forces adapt by staying beyond range. US has longer range option, ATACMS, Army Tactical Missile System, range 300 km. With ATACMS, Ukraine could hit Russian logistics bases deep in occupied territory, air bases in Russia proper, command centers in Moscow-controlled regions, critical infrastructure supporting war effort. U.S. debates providing ATACMS for months, concerns about escalation. Arguments against Russia might escalate to nuclear weapons. Could hit Russian territory deep inside Russia. Limited U.S. stockpile, need for own defense. Arguments for Ukraine proven responsible with HIMARS. Long-range strikes would shorten war. Russia's red lines proven hollow. Ukraine fighting U.S. strategic adversary. January-August 2023. Debate continues. Ukraine repeatedly requests ATAC-MS. U.S. repeatedly declines. Frustration builds. Ukraine needs range to strike Russian logistics hubs beyond 80 km. September 2023. Reports emerge. Ukraine may have received ATAC-MS, unofficially, limited numbers. September 12, 2023. Massive explosions at Russian air bases. Berdyansk Airfield. 9 helicopters destroyed. Luhansk Airfield. Multiple aircraft damaged. Distances: 120+ kilometers from Ukrainian lines. Beyond GMLRS range. ATAC-MS range. U.S. doesn't confirm. Ukraine doesn't confirm. But explosions speak for themselves. October 2023. U.S. officially confirms ATAC-MS provided. Limited numbers. Range-restricted variant first. 160 kilometers. November 2023. Full-range ATAC-MS approved. 300 kilometers. Game changes again. Russia's deep rear no longer safe. Logistics hubs, air bases, headquarters, all vulnerable. Russian military forced to move critical assets 300+ kilometers behind lines, or accept risk. Most choose to move. Creates massive logistics problems, longer supply lines, more complexity, more vulnerability. ATACMS multiplies HIMARS' strategic effect, extends Ukrainian reach across entire battlefield. Chapter 7: Technical Breakdown. Let's examine HIMARS system itself. Why so effective? M142 HIMARS specifications. Launcher: single pod with 6 rockets or 1 ATAC-MS missile. Vehicle: 5-ton FMTV truck. Crew: 3 driver gunner section chief. Reload time: 5 minutes with experienced crew. Fire control. Digital, GPS integrated, automated targeting. Ammunition. GMLRS. Guided multiple launch rocket system. Length. 3.94 meters. Diameter. 227 meters. Weight. 302 kilo. Warhead. 90 kilos high explosive. Range, 80 plus kilometer up to 150 kilometer for ER variant. Guidance, GPS in S. Accuracy, CEP 2 meters. Compared to Russian equivalent, BM-27, Oregon, 40 kilometer range, 240 meter accuracy. BM-30, Smerch, 90 kilometer range, 150 meter accuracy. Tornado S, 120 kilometer range, 50 meters accuracy, newest system. Accuracy difference is decisive. HIMARS, 2 meter precision. Tornado S, 50 meter precision. What does this mean practically? Example, destroying ammunition depot. Russian approach with Smerch. Fire 12 rockets to ensure hits. 50 meter accuracy means need saturation. Cost, 12 rockets, x $100,000, $1.2 million. Collateral damage, high. HIMARS approach. Fire 6 rockets. 2 meter accuracy means every rocket hits intended building. Cost, 6 rockets, x $168,000, $1 million. Collateral damage, minimal. HIMARS more cost-effective and more precise. Real advantage is strategic. Precision enables targeting high-value assets without massive ammunition expenditure. Can target specific buildings and cities, specific vehicles and convoys, specific ammunition storage within depot complex. Russian systems must saturate entire area. HIMARS strikes specific point. This is revolution in artillery warfare. Chapter 8. Crew Perspective. Let's talk about humans operating these systems. HIMARS crew, 3 soldiers. Driver, operates vehicle, positions launcher, navigates to firing position and escape route. Gunner, operates fire control system, inputs target coordinates, executes launch sequence. Section Chief, commands crew, receives target assignments, makes tactical decisions. Typical mission profile: 2:30 a.m., wake-up call, mission assigned. Target, Russian command post, coordinates provided. 2:45 a.m., crew prepares launcher, checks systems, loads rockets if needed. 3 a.m., departure from base, drive to firing position, route planned to avoid detection. 3:40 a.m., arrive at firing position, carefully selected, good escape routes, concealment, correct range to target. 3:45 a.m., gunner inputs coordinates, fire control computer calculates trajectory, factors wind, temperature, Earth's rotation. 3:47 a.m., section chief confirms target, authorizes launch. 3:48 a.m., 6 rockets launch, 30 seconds total, vehicle rocks with each launch. 3:49 a.m., last rocket away, driver already moving, shoot and scoot principle. 3:52 a.m., launcher 4 kilometers from firing position, Russian counter-battery radar detected launch point, artillery shells incoming. 3:54 a.m., Russian artillery impacts empty field, HIMARS long gone. 4:15 a.m., return to base, reload if ammunition available, wait for next mission. This is daily reality for HIMARS crews. High-value targets, high-stress missions, high-impact results. One crew member describes experience. Every shot matters. Each rocket costs more than my annual salary. Target must be worth it. Command post, ammunition depot, something important. We get coordinates, fire, leave. Later, satellite imagery confirms strike, building destroyed, target eliminated. It's surreal. We're 3 people in a truck, but we're affecting strategy. Our strikes change battlefield, force Russian decisions. Heavy responsibility, but also pride. We're artillery. We deliver. This is how wars are won, not just through technology, through people using technology effectively. Chapter 9. Russian adaptation attempts. Russia doesn't sit idle. They try to counter HIMARS threat. Attempt 1. Hunt the launchers. Russian reconnaissance drones search for HIMARS. Intelligence services offer bounties for information. Result: limited success. HIMARS too mobile. Fires and moves within minutes. Hard to track. Attempt 2. Jam GPS guidance. Russian electronic warfare systems try to spoof GPS signals, disrupt HIMARS targeting. Result: minimal effect. HIMARS rockets have backup INS. Even without GPS, hit within 10 meters. Good enough. Attempt 3. Intercept rockets in flight. Russian air defense systems try to shoot down HIMARS rockets. S-400 Panzer systems attempt interception. Result: low success rate. HIMARS rockets small, fast, difficult targets. Estimated interception rate: 15–25%. Not enough to matter. Attempt 4. Decoy targets. Russia creates fake ammunition depots, dummy headquarters, hoping Ukraine wastes HIMARS rockets on empty buildings. Result: sometimes works. Ukrainian intelligence usually identifies decoys, but occasionally rockets hit empty targets. Attempt 5. Disperse assets beyond HIMARS range. Most effective Russian response: move critical assets 90+ kilometers from front, beyond standard GMLRS range. Result: creates logistics problems for Russia, but reduces HIMARS effectiveness until ATACMS arrive. Then 90 km isn't enough. Need 300+ kilometers. Russian military learns, can't stop HIMARS, can only mitigate through distance and dispersal. Neither solution is satisfactory. Both reduce operational effectiveness. HIMARS achieving strategic goal, forcing Russian military to operate suboptimally. Chapter 10. The numbers. Let's quantify HIMARS impact. Statistical analysis. HIMARS systems provided to Ukraine. June 2022, 4 systems. July 2022, 4 more, 8 total. October 2022, 8 more, 16 total. 2023-2024, additional systems, total classified, estimated 20+. Rockets expended, estimated through April 2024. GMLRS 8,000+ rockets. ATACMS 200+ missiles. Confirmed high-value targets destroyed. Ammunition depots 60+. Command posts 40+. Communication centers 35+. Air defense systems 25+. Bridges 8. Artillery positions 120+. Estimated Russian losses attributable to HIMARS. Personnel 5,000+ killed, wounded. Ammunition 200,000+ tons destroyed. Vehicles 400+. Infrastructure 80+ major facilities. Cost analysis. Ukrainian expenditure $1.35 billion, rockets plus systems. Russian losses $8+ billion, equipment, infrastructure, ammunition. Return on investment 6-1. But strategic value beyond monetary calculation. HIMARS forced fundamental changes in Russian operations. 1. Logistics pushed beyond optimal range, increased supply time 40%. 2. Command posts distanced from front line, reduced tactical coordination. 3. Air defense dispersed, created coverage gaps. 4. Ammunition consumption reduced, less artillery support for infantry. These effects cascade. Artillery shortage means less suppression fire. Less suppression means Ukrainian maneuver easier. Easier maneuver means Ukrainian gains. HIMARS doesn't win war alone, but enables Ukrainian forces to fight more effectively. That's strategic weapon, not through destructive power alone, through forcing enemy adaptation that weakens them. Chapter 11. International Implications. HIMARS' success in Ukraine changes global military calculations. Lesson observed worldwide. Precision long-range fires are decisive in modern warfare. Countries watching. Taiwan requested HIMARS for defense against potential Chinese invasion. U.S. approved. 11 systems delivered 2023-2024. Why? Taiwan faces similar problem as Ukraine. Needs to strike Chinese logistics and command before invasion. HIMARS proven effective. South Korea, expanding precision strike capabilities. Developing indigenous systems inspired by HIMARS' success. Poland, ordered 500 HIMARS launchers. Massive procurement. Largest HIMARS buyer besides US. Why? Poland borders Russia. Sees Ukraine war as preview. Wants overwhelming precision strike capability. Saudi Arabia, UAE, requested HIMARS for use against Iranian proxies, US evaluating. China, developing equivalent systems. PHL-191 multiple rocket system, similar range and precision. But copying technology easier than copying doctrine. Chinese haven't fought war testing these systems. Ukraine has. Ukraine becomes case study. Military academies worldwide study HIMARS employment, tactics, target selection, crew training. American military doctrine evolving based on Ukraine experience. Precision fires more emphasized. Traditional artillery reduced. U.S. Army restructuring artillery battalions, more HIMARS, fewer traditional howitzers. Ukraine war proving laboratory for future warfare. HIMARS is flagship lesson. Chapter 12. Limitations and vulnerabilities. HIMARS not invincible, has limitations. Limitation 1. Ammunition dependency. Each rocket costs $168,000. ATACMS costs $1.7 million expensive. Ukraine depends on U.S. production, can't shoot faster than U.S. produces. 2023 production rate, 9,000 GMLRS rockets per year. Ukraine uses 300-400 per month. Supply constrained. Can't use HIMARS for every target, must prioritize, save for high-value strikes. Limitation 2. Vulnerability to air attack. HIMARS launches create visible signature, smoke plume, radar detection, satellite observation. If enemy has air superiority, can hunt HIMARS launchers with aircraft. Ukraine relatively safe because Russian Air Force doesn't dominate. But against better Air Force, HIMARS more vulnerable. Limitation 3. Countermeasures improving. Russian electronic warfare learning. GPS jamming more sophisticated. Interception rates slowly improving. Not decisive yet, but trend concerning. Future iterations may be more effective. Limitation 4. Crew expertise required. Operating HIMARS requires training, skilled crews, maintenance knowledge. Can't rapidly scale up. Each crew needs months training. Experienced crews irreplaceable. Ukraine has 160 trained crews estimated, enough for 20 systems. Can't easily expand. Limitation 5. Range still limited. Even with 300-kilometer ATACMS, targets beyond remain safe. Russian logistics hubs deep in Russia untouchable. Strategic bombers launch from bases 1,000 plus kilometers away, beyond any ground-based artillery reach. HIMARS powerful, but not omnipotent. Understanding limitations important as understanding capabilities. Chapter 13. The Propaganda War. Russia struggles to explain HIMARS problem. Early war. Russian air defense invincible. Will shoot down any missile. Reality. HIMARS strikes succeed 85% plus of time. Cognitive dissonance. Russian propaganda adjusts narrative. Narrative 1. HIMARS not that effective. Western propaganda exaggerates. Contradicted by satellite imagery showing destroyed depots, video evidence, Russian soldiers' complaints about ammunition shortage. Narrative 2. Ukraine using HIMARS to target civilians, war crime. Contradicted by strike analysis shows military targets only. Precision actually minimizes civilian casualties compared to Russian carpet bombing. Narrative 3. NATO troops operating HIMARS. Ukraine can't use them. Contradicted by documented Ukrainian crews, training programs, indigenous operation obvious. Narrative 4. Russia has destroyed most HIMARS systems. Contradicted by continued HIMARS strikes, no evidence of destroyed systems. Ukraine still operating full fleet. Russian Ministry of Defense claims 28 HIMARS destroyed as of January 2024. Problem. Ukraine received 1620 systems total. Can't destroy 28 if only 1620 exist. Math doesn't work. Russian propaganda losing credibility even domestically. Russian military bloggers openly question official claims. If we destroyed all their HIMARS, why are they still hitting us? Good question. No good answer from Kremlin. Meanwhile, Ukraine uses HIMARS strikes for information warfare, films explosions, releases footage, shows precision, demonstrates capability. Message to Russia. Your rear areas aren't safe. Your logistics are vulnerable. We can strike anywhere. Message to West. Your weapons work. Your support matters. Keep sending equipment. Message to Russian soldiers. Your commanders can't protect you. Your ammunition won't arrive. Your supplies won't reach you. Psychological warfare through precision strikes, undermining morale through demonstration of capability. HIMARS isn't just weapon system. It's propaganda tool, proof of concept, symbol of Ukrainian technological adaptation. Chapter 14. Future Evolution. Where does HIMARS go from here? Upgrade Path 1, Extended Range Ammunition. U.S. developing Precision Strike Missile, PRSM, replacement for ATAC-MS. Specifications. Range, 500 plus kilometer. Improved accuracy. Faster flight time. Better penetration. With PRSM, Ukraine could strike Moscow from Ukrainian territory. Every Russian city within range. Game-changing capability, if provided. Upgrade Path 2, AI-assisted targeting. Future versions may integrate AI for automatic target recognition from satellite imagery, optimal strike planning, real-time trajectory adjustment, swarm coordination, reduces crew workload, increases effectiveness, enables more complex operations. Upgrade Path 3, countermeasures. As Russian jamming improves, HIMARS rockets must adapt. Possibilities. Improved GPS receivers. Alternative navigation. AI guidance. Maneuverability. Arms race between precision weapons and countermeasures. Upgrade Path 4, cost reduction. $168,000 per rocket expensive. Limits usage. R&D focused on reducing cost while maintaining precision. Future rockets may cost $50,000. Enables more widespread use, less restrictive target selection. HIMARS concept proven. Future is refinement and expansion. Chapter 15. The verdict. So what did HIMARS accomplish in Ukraine? Strategic level. Forced Russian logistics reorganization, 40% efficiency reduction. Degraded Russian command and control, 90 kilometers headquarters displacement. Enabled Ukrainian counteroffensives, Kharkiv, Kherson campaigns. Changed battlefield geometry, extended Ukrainian strike range 5x. Operational level. Destroyed 60-plus major ammunition depots, 200,000-plus tons ammunition. Eliminated 40-plus command posts, hundreds of officers. Severed key logistics routes, Antonovsky Bridge campaign. Suppressed Russian air defense, 25-plus systems destroyed. Tactical level. Provided responsive long-range fires. Protected Ukrainian forces, Russian artillery reduced 60%. Boosted morale. Did HIMARS win the war? No. No single weapon system wins wars. Did HIMARS change the war? Absolutely. Transformed Ukrainian capabilities, forced Russian adaptation, created opportunities for Ukrainian success. 16 launchers. Can't be everywhere. Can't strike every target. Limited ammunition. Requires skilled crews. But 16 launchers struck everywhere strategically important. Hit every target that mattered. Used ammunition efficiently. Developed expert crews. Quality over quantity. Precision over saturation. Intelligence over firepower. This is modern warfare. HIMARS' prototype. 40 years ago, precision weapons revolutionized air warfare. Desert Storm proved guided bombs superior to carpet bombing. Today, precision weapons revolutionizing ground warfare. Ukraine proves guided rockets superior to artillery saturation. HIMARS' Catalyst, the system that demonstrated new paradigm. Russians learned, massed forces are vulnerable. Centralized logistics are fragile. Static headquarters are death traps. Ukrainians learned, technology can overcome numerical disadvantage. Precision can defeat quantity. Adaptation enables survival. World learned, future of ground warfare is precision strike, long-range fires, mobile platforms, surgical application of force. HIMARS isn't just weapon, it's lesson. In military innovation, in force multiplication, in strategic adaptation. 16 launchers changed how wars are fought. Epilogue, the midnight strike. 2:47 a.m.